Datatal Release Notes version 1406. First on the list, we have a new improvement to network device bulk backups. This can be located by navigating to Devices, Network Tools, Config Backup. A new button has been added which says Backup All Network Devices. This does a bulk backup of all devices. When you click on the button, you will receive confirmation and you can click on Backup Now to proceed. These backups then get logged according to each network device when navigating to Devices, Network Devices again. For each device listed, the user can click to edit a specific one. Under the Backups tab, you will now see each individual backup list linked and you can click to download the backup file. Next on the list, we have an improvement to the LTE cancellation module. When a LTE data product is going to be cancelled, there is now a new reason under the customer profile cancellation tab. There's an LTE cancellation reason dropdown where the user can select a list of options. This has also been added on the linked data account. When the user clicks to edit a data account, there is also a cancellation reason drop-down box. Further enhancements have been made to the cancellation workflow. If a user selects to only cancel the data account and not the customer, then only the LTE data account will be cancelled. If the user selects to cancel a customer, this will result in the entire customer and all linked data accounts being cancelled. Next on the list, we have a fix that has gone in for the billing module. On the age analysis widget, for any invoices listed, there are statuses for overdue, paid, unpaid, and partial. These will now reflect according to the invoice state in Sage 1, as well as under the billing menu. When the user navigates to billing and invoices, the same status that you would see on the list view here would then display on the age analysis widget over here. The next fix that has gone in has been on the suspension module. Suspensions will fire off according to the setup for each customer. This customer in particular has been set to use the group settings, and the group settings has been set to use the global default, which means an invoice becomes overdue 1 day after the invoice date, and then 2 days, that is when they will receive their first notification of account overdue. They will receive their second notification 2 days after the first one has been issued, and suspension will kick in 3 days after the second notification. So this account will be suspended on Sunday, the 10th of Feb 2019. As we can see, our label also states this will happen at midnight. The next fix that we have is a cosmetic fix on document reference numbers. Previously, the issue experienced when a user added the customer reference on the invoice. Once the invoice has been pushed to Sage 1 and the user selected to download the invoice, the reference was not appearing. This fix has gone in. The user will now see the invoice reference on the PDF version, as well as when selecting to email the invoice. The next fix that has gone in is on the accounts workflow. The badges that display the totals per cancellation and suspension have now been corrected to display accordingly. For example, we can see that there are 37 overdue suspensions. This will match the total on the list view, where 37 entries are then shown. So these totals have been corrected for each badge according to their list view. And the next fix has gone onto the API voucher generation. There was an issue where some users received an error message stating your account has expired when creating new vouchers. This has been fixed via the API and therefore cannot be displayed on the front end. Datatil has introduced a new feature regarding DynoPass integration for customers and Radius data account passwords. DynoPass has an API that generates simple, sensible, and easy to remember passwords. The setting can be enabled under the Setup menu, System Settings, System. If you scroll down, you'll see a new field that says Enable DynoPass Password Generation. Once the user sets this to yes, they will click on Update to save changes. To see an example of this, when adding or editing a data account, the user can enter the relevant details, and when clicking on Generate Password, easy to remember passwords will then be automatically generated, as you can see. The last new feature that has been added is a notification improvement / new feature. Users can now add or enable notifications for prepaid customers. Under the menu path Setup Notifications, you will see two new fields: Prepaid Data Allocation Notifications and Prepaid Data Usage Notifications. As the tooltip says, when turned on, data allocation and expiry notifications will be sent to prepaid customers, and when prepaid data usage notifications is enabled, when turned on, data usage notifications will be sent to prepaid customers once triggered. This can be set up as normal on the customer profile under the usage notification settings. The user can then add their triggers. That is all from our side, aside from various minor bug fixes and cosmetic enhancements.